guys, what is up? It is December 1st. You guys know what that means? It means it is vlogmas. I actually was going to start vlogmas on Thanksgiving. I had to think for a second. And I was vlogging. I vlogged for one day, which was on Thanksgiving. It wasn't a lot, but I ended up sleeping over at my grandparents' house the night before Thanksgiving, and then it was only supposed to be for one night, but then my grandparents / my mom's, because my mom lives there right now, but I vlogged, and then I ended up staying the night again Thursday night, and then I slept over again Friday night, and then I slept over again Saturday night. Finally came home Sunday, and I didn't edit the vlog. It was a boring vlog. Y'all probably wouldn't have watched it. It was hard to vlog. It's hard to vlog when I'm around family. Oh, this is Angela. But if I'm around other family, it's very hard to vlog because they don't want to be in the vlog. And so, like, I'm trying to respect them by not vlogging. And so it's hard. It's hard. But, yeah. So, I was supposed to be at work today, at my job at the daycare. I was at work for an hour and, like, 20 minutes. And they're, like, because, we were able to finagle kids around into the different rooms because of how low we were. So 2 of us got to go home. One of us, not me. One of us is coming back later. I don't even know if she's there yet. I don't know. But I was like, oh, is so going home? And they're like, she's going home and you're going home. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, that works because I got shit to do. I know I need the money, but, like, I got shit to do. And I know that if I get this shit done, more finances will come to me, and then I don't have to worry about fucking bills. I don't have to worry about saving money because I'll be able to save money. I'll be able to save money for New York. I'll be able to save money for comic book conventions, supernatural conventions, if they're still doing them after 2023. Save money for traveling. Save money for my car, just to save money in general, for stuff, mainly for New York, because I need to start doing that, but I have some goals, and stuff, one of which, and obviously the sooner I get the other shit done, the sooner I can get my table, my new kitchen table put together, and then I can get my self-organized and situated, because once my table gets put together and my chairs, my stools, I should say, they're stools for the table, that will be where my laptop will sit. That will be where I will do all my Zoom meetings, anything that has to do with my computer, so live streaming, all that fun stuff. So and then obviously the sooner get that taken care of, I can figure out this new venture that I want to do, that I already made an account for. No, it's not, you know, the spicy website. It's not that, okay? It's not the site that ends in fans. It's not that. No. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's not that. I would never do that. No. Like, kudos to people who do that, even if it's just pictures. I could never. But it does require having an account. It does require my computer. It's essentially live streaming. I'm pretty sure you probably can figure it out. But then I can figure that out and work out the kinks and everything for that. Any issues and hiccups that might arrive, and see how well the 2 microphones I have work for that. No, it's not a podcast. I'm not doing a podcast. I'm not famous enough to do a podcast. I'm not viral enough to have a podcast, and what would I even talk about? what would I even talk about? My obsessions, my yeah, I don't know, but it's not a podcast, so you know. So yeah, so the sooner I do all that, the better. But it is the first day of Vlogmas, and while I've been home for about 2.5-ish hours, I haven't done anything. But in my defense, I had to eat lunch. I just got done eating lunch a few minutes ago, and stuff, and was just trying to, I don't want to say decompress, but like get myself into that mindset of like, okay, you need to focus. Yeah, but because it is the first day of Vlogmas, guys, I was able to, over the weekend of Thanksgiving, Black Friday weekend, because I was sleeping over at my grandparents', did a lot of thrifting. A lot of thrifting. But we went to an Aldi's store in a different area of which we live, and they had an advent calendar. It's not an alcohol advent calendar. I was hoping to get one, but like they had a wine one at Aldi's for like 60 bucks. And then they had a beer one for 50 bucks. And I'm like, my mom wouldn't justify spending it because I sure as hell didn't have the money for it. My mom was paying for the advent calendar, so I had to make sure it was a price she was willing to pay, okay? Also, regarding advent calendars, I really wanted to do like a witchy one or another crystal one from Etsy. I just didn't have the money to do that right now. But I do have some saved, so I don't know if the shops that I saved them for this year will have them again next year. But if Anastasia Moon does mystery boxes again, not mystery boxes, advent calendars again next year, I will definitely be ordering from her. So, I'm excited. So it's not an alcohol one, it's not a witchy one, it's not a crystal one, but does require a sense that I do not have. My nose. So, this is going to be an interesting advent calendar this year. It has candles in it. It's a candle advent calendar. You're probably thinking, Nicole, you can't smell. Why did you get me a candle one? It was either the candle one or I don't get one. So, and also, I like candles. Even if I can't smell them, I like candles. So, you know, yeah. And I know people that can smell. So, I know me not being able to smell is not because I have COVID. I don't have COVID. I did have COVID. But I didn't lose my sense of smell because I never had my sense of smell. If you go back to watch any of my previous videos, especially the weird soda flavors that I did with Angela, I explained in that video that I'm broken. My nose, it does not work. Between my allergies and my sinuses and my deviated septum, since I cannot smell, so it does not register. So either that part of my brain just doesn't work, or my nose and sinuses are so swollen or whatever, are blocked that I can't smell, period. So, yeah. But because of that, there are times where if there's not enough flavor in food, I can't taste that specific flavor. So like all those sodas in that video I was telling you about, which I'll put like up here somewhere, I couldn't taste the flavors in that, so in the sodas. I could only taste the fact that it was soda. Like I knew it was soda, I could taste that it was soda, but like I couldn't taste the flavor of said soda. So if it was a corn soda, I couldn't taste it. If it was ranch, I couldn't taste it. If it was I think we got peanut butter and jelly, could not taste it. The bacon, whatever flavors I got, I could not taste. So, because there wasn't enough flavor in them. There was also, I think, a candy video, a chewy video I did a while back ago, like a year or two ago, where one of the soda flavors, or whatever of those, the food I could taste more so than the other. Also, for another example, the Bean Boozle challenge. Angela and I tried filming that a couple years ago, and we just never posted the footage because one, didn't like how we filmed it, but also two, I couldn't taste the flavor. So if it was canned dog food, I couldn't taste it. If it was pudding, I couldn't taste it. Toothpaste, couldn't taste it. Could not taste it. My cousin, like, if I, like, once I put it in my mouth and I chewed it and, like, I started talking and she could smell it on my breath, she'd be like, ew, like, and then she'll tell me what it is. But she's like, do you seriously cannot taste it? I'm like, no. And this was way before COVID. Way before COVID. Like, this was, like, the beginning era of my YouTube channel when I started posting. Like, back in, like, 2015, 2016, in that era of my YouTube channel. So yeah, so this advent calendar is going to be fun, but it's going to be well worth it. So I'm gonna go get the advent calendar and I will be right back. She is heavy. This is what it looks like. It is heavy. On the back it has the different candle names or like scents and what's in them. So let's get into this, shall we? Okay. Oh my god, this thing is heavy and big. Where is number one? There is one that doesn't have a number on it. Wait, let me look without, like, showing you, because I want to say the one that doesn't have a number on it is number one, because I'm not seeing. Okay, yeah. So, the one that doesn't have a number on it is the first one that I'm going to assume. So, we're gonna, you can't even see. You can't even see. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pull it out. That's what she said. And it is the mulberry and vanilla. I love how not only does it say on the back what each one is, but it also has it on here. On here though, it just has like the scent. It doesn't have what makes up the scent. So it's mulberry and vanilla. Can't smell it. So let's see on the back here. So it has if I can speak correctly, that would help. Aromatic musk, peony, red berries, rose, thyme, and freesia. A little worried about the musk part, but you know what? We're good. I'm also not going to tell you all the names on here because I'd be giving it away for the rest of the candles. So, you know, yeah. Let me know in the comment section if you guys don't want me to tell you the name of it and you just want to guess what it is, or if you want me to tell you the names on the back of here, and then instead of telling you when I pull out the candle, not showing you what it is, I just go like this, and then you having to guess what it is, let me know in the comment section below. Because I'm very excited for this. This is my third time doing an advent calendar. 2 years ago I did that craft one, and it's funny, it's very funny, because Colleen Ballinger did the same exact one as I did. She's more disappointed about it than I was. I'm honestly not going to lie, I ended up throwing everything away because I didn't actually do any of the crafts after a while. I stopped. I got a little busy, or I'm like, didn't know what to do at that point, so I'm like, yeah, I'll do it later, and then I never did. Oops. And last year's calendar was so entertaining because I didn't know what I was opening. They were all crystals. But like, at least like this, it tells you what it is. And the ones that I saw on Etsy that I found would have told you like what was in each one, so you're not like left guessing what it is or trying to figure out what it is. So, because at that point it's not just an advent calendar, it's a mystery box at the same time. So, you know, it's like, it's one of those things, it's like when you get an advent calendar, you want to know what you're getting. Like, I'm not saying like, you know, but like, it is nice, especially like if you're getting crystals or something, or even like candles. I mean, theoretically candles, you could just smell it to try to figure out what it is. But like, there are certain things where it's like, it would be nice to be like, okay, this, you like inside that same thing, or have a card like telling you what's in it. It's, I don't want to say like, oh, it ruins the surprise. It doesn't. Because it does help you to know what exactly it is you're getting, or what you're supposed to be getting, or even if like, for instance, like, let's say this was a crystal. So like inside, not only would it have the crystal, but it would have like a piece of paper in here, or a card saying what it is. So like, for instance, I have these crystal cards that I gotten from Five Below like a month or so ago. And so like, let's say for instance, you know, day one you get one that I can say, you get malachite. So like, the card saying that it's malachite and what it's used for would be in with the thing. So like, it doesn't fit in there, but like, you know what I'm saying? So you'd get the malachite and the card explaining that it's malachite and what it's for in the same day, versus having a total like card on the outside given to you with the calendar, and then you're able to see everything you get. That way it's still a surprise. However, you could still get like a whole card of them, like a whole like sheet saying like what's all in it, but not telling you what days they are. So like, for instance, the back of this, they're not in order. I can tell you that right now. They're not in order. Maybe. No, they're not in order. So it's not in order of how it is on here. So, or even backwards, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's not in the correct order as this is. But you know, like backwards, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So I am still able to know what's in here, but I don't know what day I'm going to get any of these. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little rant about advent calendars. Especially with crystals, because a lot of crystals look the same. So if you're not a crystal expert, because there's a lot of crystals out there, and you might think it's one crystal and it's actually another crystal. So, and there are crystal like identifying apps out there. I used one last year, pretty much every day. But like it's only so helpful to a point, you know what I mean? So, so that's my little spiel on that. So I am going to put this back in here. Just because, oh, they had this in there backwards. No wonder why I couldn't find the number 1. It's right here. But it was in like this. Or, no, it was in there like this. So this is how I had to pull it out. It wasn't in there correctly. So I still grabbed the right one. So I was making sure. I was checking, and then I was double checking, and then I was triple checking to make sure I was grabbing the correct door. So I'm very excited for that. So yeah. So this is going to be all month long. I'm so excited to help try to make our vlogs fun. And I'm gonna say this right now, I'm not guaranteeing every day in Vlogmas is going to be fun. There's going to be some boring days. I do work, okay? I do work at a daycare 45 days a week for like 10 hours. So there might not be a lot of footage. There could be long vlogs and there could be short vlogs. So I'm just preparing you now. But if you want to know what I'm getting, come back every day to figure out our next candle adventure. And maybe like once a week, whatever candles we get, I'll see if my mom can smell them, and just like off camera, she'll say whether it smelled good or not, because I can't smell. So yeah. I am excited for Sunday because at work we're all getting together for dinner at Texas Roadhouse. We're doing Secret Santa right now. So Sunday we're all getting together doing a gift exchange. Like we're doing like a couple little presents, and then we're doing like a bigger present. And such. So I'm very excited for that. For one of like the bigger items, the actual gift, I put anything Bucky Barnes, anything Sebastian Stan, anything Supernatural. So, and honestly, I probably could have just not written down anything, because everybody at work knows I talk about Bucky or Sebastian. Oh, the older kids are like, I don't like Bucky Barnes. And I'm like, yes, you do. They're like, no, I don't. And then I walk away and they're like, okay, come back. I like Bucky Barnes. And then I come back over and I'm like, Dad, that's what I thought. And they're like, and then I come back over and they're like, I don't like Bucky Barnes. And then I'm like, fine. I don't want to be your friend then. And then I walk away. They're like, wait, Nicole, come back. We like Bucky Barnes. And then they start it all over again because I think it's hilarious. They do. They find it funny. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna tell Bucky you don't like him. And then he's not gonna come visit you. He's not gonna come visit here because you don't want to be his friend. And you don't like him. But you know, it makes the day fun, so you know. But yeah, so I'm gonna go so I can get stuff done. I have to finish my certification book because it's freaking late. And I need to get that done so I can turn that in, and then get some other stuff done. So I will see you guys later. I don't know how much I'm going to be vlogging just because I'm going to be focused once I stop vlogging. getting what I need done. And I also have to go to bed early tonight because I have to open tomorrow morning. So, yay. So, you may or may not see me again later. I'm hoping you do see me again later. But we'll see what happens. So, yeah.